that you betrayed your oath, tell the public that you were too much of a pussy to go in there and get the job done, and then it's done.
They don't look like cowards to me.
Priority for a law enforcement officer is innocent life. The number 2 priority is your own. If you're not willing to do that, then take the badge off. One, I don't know how these officers that we've identified so far haven't been fired for cowardice, for incompetence.
They don't look like cowards to me.
And here it is, the freaking pussy coward cops that are always screaming officer safety, and they're always shooting unarmed people, calling about officer safety and how tough they are, writing tickets, taking people to jail for disobeying them. Now we see the true colors of the blue yellow line. This is freaking sickening to me. Freaking coward cops letting kids get killed while they stay outside. Onlookers have to yell at them to go in because they're the only ones with guns. Bullshit.
That 99% of the people who have negative things to say wasn't a cop, never put on a uniform, didn't look at any of the investigation, didn't watch the DPS director talk to Congress for 4.5 hours. You don't know the door jam situation. You ain't looked at nothing. You ain't heard the Uvalde police chief speak. You didn't look at his article. You ain't heard the transcripts. 99% of the people who are talking out of turn.
They get paid to protect, to serve, and they didn't do nothing. They didn't do nothing. They just held the parents back, okay, so they won't get hurt, so they could stand in the hallway.
Wasn't a cop.
The fact that people can defend the police in this situation is it's just a joke. I mean,
wasn't a cop.
One mom, Angeli Rose Gomez, she gets cuffed. She gets cuffed for, quote, intervening with an active investigation. And I can't even give this woman enough props and praise.
She broke protocol, and they should have, if what she's saying is true, they should have never let her into school.
Who are you to save your children? That's not your job, okay, ma'am? Okay, why we have police officers, all right? That is not your job to save your child, okay? In fact, I would say that's anti-cop. By you saving your child, okay, what are the police gonna do, all right? You're being anti-cop. No, you don't save your kids, okay? You let the police do that. That's what they are trained to do, ma'am, okay? They definitely should have arrested her, 100%. She should be in jail right now.
You don't need a conspiracy to see the ugliest side of humanity. And I mean that, the ugliest, most cowardly side of humanity. And yes, that applies to every police officer. Don't care if you wanted to do the right thing, you didn't.
If you've never been an officer, okay, who are you to tell an officer what to do?
There are people like Officer Tatum who literally bend over for police and will not criticize them on one thing. I don't even know how people still watch that dude. How do you watch anything else he talks about? Everything he says now is discredited by how biased he is on this. It's a total joke.
They don't look like cowards to me.
Me, quite frankly, extremely angry.
Wasn't a cop.
That officers didn't do what their most basic oath was. They took an oath that their life would be sacrificed for others if it came down to that.
You ain't looked at nothing.
Real or fake, he's actually questioning the timestamp. He's questioning the timestamp on the school surveillance cam. Then he's questioning, if the photo's even real. Like, dude, how much are the police unions paying you? Like, did you get kidnapped by a cop and the only way he let you go is if you just praise cops no matter what they do? It's really confusing. It's nuts. It's just nuts to me.
Defending heavily armed police officers, heavily armed, well-trained, helmets, vests, everything they needed to end this threat. And unfortunately, it appears that they put their own safety above the safety of innocent children and their teachers.
You ain't looked at nothing.
They did in an hour and 17 minutes later should have been done within minutes of the arrival of police. And they have a lot of tough questions to answer.
The part where the director of the Texas State Police comes on and starts talking about his investigation, and he's pissed. He's not happy with Uvalde cops and this whole thing. And I don't think anybody is right now. I'm not.
Wasn't a cop.
You're lying because all of this is going to catch up. You don't have enough people on the right side of America behind you. You have a handful of people. A handful. And there are people like Officer Tatum who literally bend over for police and will not criticize them on one thing. I don't even know how people still watch that dude. How do you watch anything else he talks about? Everything he says now is discredited by how biased he is on this. It's a total joke.